you like pretty women, video games, and plots that make absolutely no sense? Then do I have the movie for you. The Silencer is a 1992 action film from director Amy Goldstein. The movie opens at the arcade. The whole movie's going to be an FMV game? Awesome! That is until they have to pixelate the hell out of it to fit it on a CD-ROM. Oh no, wait, it's going to be a side-scroller. Okay, so back at the arcade, George is watching Angel, the Silencer. She's having a meeting with one of the agents of the shadow government. She tells Angel there's an illegal organization that's sex trafficking children. She gives her 5 Silencer tokens, 1 for each target. She has to use each one of these to get important information on who she needs to assassinate. So then a little like the arcade version of Hitman? Of course, they are the last 5 jobs she'll have to do, and then she'll be free to live her life however she wants. Is that Amanda Waller? George is getting a little too sexual with this.
Balance the barrel in your hand. Caress it. It's waiting to explode, Angel.
So she immediately does her first kill in the game? It's going to be a short movie. Angel's trying to get away from the murder scene. Meanwhile, this idiot is trying to steal a motorcycle 5 feet in front of the cops. Angel notices and decides to use this moron as a getaway device. The cop interrogates them, and 5 seconds later, just lets him go. They drive away while the pants sniffer watches. They head to a hotel where Dopey Guy is confused. He wants answers, and she informs him if he sticks around, his reward is sex. Well, this game just got an AO rating. Several hours later, Angel and this guy go to the arcade. There's this accordion guy that just pops up every so often. She uses her Silencer token to get information on her next target. Wow, this is meta. Looks like she has to play the game a little bit before the info is revealed. This was 1992. Probably half the budget went to these segments. She hides behind a pole. This is why I can't play stealth games. She pops out and kills the target, which reveals who she has to kill. Angel then takes Doofy out for a costume change and turns him into dollar store Richard Grieco. Check out my butt. This store has discount hose. They go back to the hotel room for more snoo-snoo. The next day, Angel goes out for a jog. She sees a girl get abducted and chases after her. Hey, look! She jumps a fence and a wall, and it was done in 1 edit, not 15. She sees the bad guy with the girl and shoots him. Oh, wait, no she didn't. Why'd she let the guy live? It's not like he's gonna stop once he gets free. Angel goes back to the hotel room and dumps Jerky. Meanwhile, George is still talking to the game. Angel puts on a fake mustache and goes to the shooting range. Her disguise makes her look like Lieutenant Dangle. So Angel shoots wings into the target? That's subtle. Well, it is a video game. She then shoots her next target right in the oversized blood pack. Not Bobcat Goldthwait finds the body. And how is George in the game? Since Angel is high off another kill, she goes looking for someone to bone. She proceeds to throw herself at pool table guy until cornering him in the kitchen and having her way with him. I like her. She seems friendly. They're halfway to Bone City when she pauses because they need a condom. So she hits the dispenser and... Why is there a condom machine in the middle of the kitchen? Since she can't get a condom, the event ends in disappointment.
No glove. No love.
Wow, I wasn't expecting a safe sex ad in the middle of a video game action movie. Hey, wait a minute. She had sex with the other guy in the tub, which is impossible to do with a condom. I think she just wanted to blue ball Dan Cortez here. Poor guy. Angel is back at the arcade for her next target. Captain Strawberry. Michael Keating. Fatal Flaw. Has aggressive late-night program where he yells at everyone. This job has a sidebar. She has to make his death look like an accident. Pool hall guy Tony just happens to be at the arcade and sees Angel. He invites her to dinner in the hopes that they get to try that other thing again. Over at his place, he's picking things off his balcony garden.
A little bit of sweet basil. Nice little sprig of parsley.
All right, there's your dinner. Eat up. Angel looks around and yep, no excuses this time. So now we let the sauce simmer for 3 to 5 minutes. The next day, she's at the gym beating up this guy to impress Morton Downey Jr. He invites her to lunch, which is what she wanted. I don't think this guy is really playing the accordion. Oh, I get it now. Accordion guy is the checkpoints. She goes to see the motorcycle guy, but oh no, he's been murdered. Wait, George killed him? But he's playing the game, isn't he? So now George is playing the game again or something. I don't know. She goes over to see Tony, fearing the worst, but he's okay. Tony then finally gives her dinner. Or not. Ma'am, he worked really hard on that spaghetti, and you just ruined it. After the sex, Angel goes to see Keating. She has to make his death look like an accident, so she kills him by shoving a strawberry into his mouth and then choking him with a gun. What the hell is going on? George is in the pool? Keating sure is breathing a lot for a dead guy. Angel is back at the arcade. Her next target is an insane pimp. His fatal flaw is crazy redheads. Oh, I like where this is going. She stops at the local Zipperheads to get the best S&M gear she can find. She hears a girl getting robbed, and it's the girl she saved the other day. She chases the baddies away and takes the girl out for a makeover montage. They start with Streetwalker, but end up with Tomboy Chic. That entire outfit cost in the ones of dollars. She then makes her a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Some more protein and a couple of PB&Js, and an 8-ounce steak.
Lies! I won't stand for this propaganda from Big Peanut. Just then, George is in the game again. I'm so confused. Maybe by the end, they'll explain how he's in the game? He looks like he'd be a seat smeller. A crooked cop is shaking down the prostitutes, so Angel kicks him, and George shoots him in slow motion? Ow, 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 ow! Angel goes back to rescue Dee Dee. She takes her to see Jack. She asks him to give her a place to stay in exchange for her working at the garage. Angel gets a red wig and completes someone's wish fulfillment. She tries to fight the bad guy, who immediately overpowers her. She's getting beat pretty bad, so George snipes him. Angel takes off and goes to see Tony. Tony confronts her and she tells him the truth.
Are you gonna tell me what's going on here?
I kill people. That's my job.
Ah, you work for Big Peanut. She tells him she has just one more job and then they can run away together. Now George is watching the game again. Angel goes to get her final hit. She has to impersonate a nun in a movie. Oh boy, another fetish. As luck would have it, in the movie they give her a gun loaded with blanks, which she replaces with real bullets. How exactly did she get this job so quickly? All right, time for the scene. The priest delivers his line, and Angel shoots him. Something, he was killed by an angel in church. The guy falls forward, and no, I won't be making any Alec Baldwin jokes. Angel runs out and is stopped by, now George is absolutely in the game. Wait, they used to be a couple?
I want to talk to you about my plan for us getting back together.
This movie. She runs full steam ahead, but George uses his Voorhees teleporting ability and heads her off at the pass. Angel tells him she doesn't want to play Black Snake Moan anymore.
You chained me to a radiator.
He tries to grab her, so she shoots him, and then dumps the murder weapon in the pond, where no one will find it. With the jobs done, she checks on Dee Dee. She gives her some money and tells her to take care of herself. Back at the cemetery, George is still alive. Angel goes to see Tony at the pool hall. They got their tickets to fly away from there. They're gonna leave their old life behind and start a new life together, full of promise and love and, never mind.
What do I gotta lose, huh?
George thinks otherwise. He tries to taunt her, but she's not playing any longer. She turns him down, so he kills himself and is transported into the game? And she walks off in the end. What? The Silencer was mostly shot in areas around Los Angeles, California. This is one of the last films released by the independent film studio, Crown International. Crown was originally one of the distributors for films from AIP. Their primary output consisted of lots of low-budget action, horror, and exploitation films. Movies like Don't Answer the Phone, 9 Deaths of the Ninja, and Van Nuys Boulevard. The Silencer was released in 1992, and after that was Housewife from Hell in 1994, and Almost Hollywood, the last film they released. It was briefly resurrected in 2003 for Malibu Spring Break. The Crown Movie Library was sold off to Mill Creek, who released many of their films in multi-DVD packs. Lynette Walden played Angel. She had small roles in movies like Mobsters and Crisis at Central High, This was her first starring role. She did a few other parts in shows like Red Shoe Diaries and movies like Smoke Jumpers. It looks like she left the industry in 1997, but came back in 2013 for the Nicolas Cage movie Joe. Chris Mulkey played George. He's been a consistently excellent character actor, with almost 300 credits to his name. Everything from The Hidden to Better Call Saul. The movie is also one of a handful that had ex-talk show host Morton Downey Jr. Oh, and the film director for the movie within a movie is Anders Hove, Radu from Subspecies. It was weird to see him without the vampire makeup. This was director Amy Goldstein's first movie. Before this, she directed commercials and the music video for Downtown Train by Rod Stewart. It seems that while she doesn't have a lot of credits listed, she apparently was involved in developing the pilots for a lot of programs. You'd be surprised at how many things don't end up on the IMDb. She also worked at the West Hollywood Homeless Shelter, which would explain Dee Dee's subplot in The Silencer. The Silencer is an oddity. It's an enjoyable film, even though it doesn't really make sense. Some things seem rushed, while other things are never even explained. Like how Angel is playing the game, but then is in the game, and George is watching the game, and he goes in and out of the game. I think there was more to it that was either cut for time, or maybe they just wrote themselves into a corner. Lynette is a really good lead, and yes, is very nice to look at. They definitely played up her sex appeal by putting her in the tightest clothes possible. I did think she was a significant enough badass, and I thought she did a good job with the material she was given. The movie is front-loaded with gratuitous nudity, but then there's none for the rest of the film, so you don't really notice that there isn't any more until almost the end. All in all, I enjoyed The Silencer. It's the best movie that's a video game, but not really a video game movie, and what was I talking about again?
You still got the habit, don't you?